Here we go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Best Damn Podcast. And the first of the and we get ever closer to Wrestling for a Cure Season 9's epic conclusion. We got one half of the current PWA and the Wrestling for a Cure Tag Champs. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the last outlaw, Tyler Bodine, the American Outlaw, Tyler Bodine. How are you, Tyler?
I'm great, Tyler. First off, thank you for inviting me on the show tonight. My tag partner, the modern day outlaw Bryan Ealey, should be on momentarily, but I do appreciate you inviting us on tonight, man.
Thanks for coming on. And like he said, Bryan is running a little late because he just got off work. He'll be on shortly. And we had questions for Bryan too. But first of all, congratulations to you and Bryan on a successful, you beat how many tag teams at Grand Wrestling Spectacle?
4. Oh no, I'm sorry, 3 other tag teams. Yeah, we beat the Gruesome Twosome, which is a great upstart team out of Ohio. We beat the Shield Wall, which is a husband-wife duo. Great. Yeah. And then we beat AOU, the former tag team champions.
Dude, AOU was on fire. Like, I mean, there's people at work walking around with the AOU shirts.
Yeah.
And it's like, they were a big tag team, and you guys beat not only them, but you beat the other teams. That was a hell of a match.
Yeah, it was definitely it was a great match. And I mean, any team could have won that match, but the last Outlaws came out on top.
Yep. So, how long have you been wrestling? You've been in the wrestling business how long?
Almost 15 years.
Holy shit, 15 years?
Yeah, I started in November of 2010.
Wow. So you're a vet. You're a big time vet. Congrats.
Yeah.
So
I've seen a lot of people come and go. I've been fortunate enough though to meet a lot of amazing men and women. I would say 95% of my friends I met through wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You and I met, it was like my first year. It was either my first or third year because I missed the second year at Wrestling for a Cure. And you just came over, sat down. We were doing the live broadcast. You were like, hey, what's up? And I'm like, dude, this guy's really easy to get along with. Because some of the other wrestlers, you realize you're like, they want this, they want that. This guy just sat down, just fit in. It was like, this guy's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm a pretty easygoing guy, man.
You're a pretty easygoing guy. So what besides the tag titles that you currently have, what other titles have you carried through the years?
I've been a tag team champion at 3 other companies. I've been a tag team champion at Redneck Championship Wrestling down in Southern Illinois. I've been a tag team champion at the now defunct Powerhouse Wrestling Extreme in Central Illinois. I've been a tag team champion at my home company, Missouri New Breed Wrestling. I've also held their United States Championship. And then I was the first ever inter-county champion at Rocky Pro Wrestling in Joliet, which is kind of like their Intercontinental Championship.
Wow. Now, for those who don't know, because I know some people's going to ask, the reason Tyler sounds this way is, unfortunately, he had a bad run-in with COVID a couple of years ago. And how was that? I mean, I know about it. But
I almost died, dude. I was on my deathbed, man. It was horrible.
But you powered through it. You made it. And unfortunately, because of this, his voice is not as – his voice used to be very prominent. Speaking of prominency, here's the other half of the tag team champions, Bryan Ealey. Welcome to the show.
Man, how you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
Work's driving me crazy, but you got me in the car, but I made it.
So
I got the wife next to me. She's driving, and I'm doing the podcast on it. I mean, we can't get any more remote than this, guys.
Hey, that's awesome.
Good.
So what made you – now that I got both of you on, what made you guys decide you want to be a former tag team?
Well, I had just come out of Legion of Boom with Scotty Cash. And we were pondering over some ideas. And I mean, Tyler's been on the radar, and it just seemed like the right time. And I thought, let's not BS anybody. I'm definitely starting to come to the end of a career. I mean, I'm well into my 40s now, and as we know, we can't do this forever. So a lot of this is, I picked Tyler. Tyler gets to dissect my brain anytime he wants it. Anything I can give back to him. I mean, and don't let nobody kid you. That may have gave him many nightmares. But
Yeah.
there's still people out there right now going, this man gave Bryan Ealey a live mic without a mute button. What in the hell is he thinking? But it was just, I can give back to him. I can help him, move him to that next level. Obviously, Tyler's going to be going long after I'm done. We're definitely in talks of when it's time to hang it up, when it's time it's not. I know I definitely want to do it when, everybody still wants to see me, not why didn't you do it, So that was a lot of it. And, trying to elevate Tyler maybe to that next level.
And Bryan, how long have you been in? Because Tyler says he's been in 15 years, so
I want to say 24 or 25 years in February, or last February, and I can't remember which one it is. So, I mean, a lot of us guys, I mean, we've been doing, you get to the guys like Guy Smith and Spotlight Spencer Powers, and I think they've even got 1 or 2 years on me. Guys like Rick Mystic have been, and then those were all guys, I cut my teeth with, so, and I know they have 1 or 2 years. I mean, legends like Tom Hartson and, even Benz and those guys. So, no, definitely I'm looking at 42 this year. 11 years ago, I had the double bypass, the open heart surgery, which we didn't know, whether I was ever going to, and I was the PWA regional champion. It was less than a month after Spectacle. We were getting ready to have our first Toga tournament after we lost Toga, and we almost lost me in between that. So, I didn't really know, and I didn't come back the same guy.
Right.
Stuff I've done my entire career, I've had to modify and almost find a new style. I'm definitely bigger than I was. So,
but I watched you guys at the tag team battle for Grand Spectacle this past at PWA. Half the shit you guys do, I'm 39, 40 years old. I can't even do that. There's no damn way. You guys are in great shape, so don't knock yourselves.
We're two big guys that can move. We're.
Most of my career, I was always 250 to 270, somewhere in there, and I could wrestle like a cruiserweight. It was just, matter of fact, I loved flying off of everything. But now nobody wants to catch me, so,
Now, does that take a toll on your body? Because this is the one thing, and I'm not a wrestling fan, but I respect the sport. I do. And there's a lot of people who sit there and, bash it, but they don't understand the risks. Like, you're talking about having to go out there and lift a guy sometimes twice your weight. Sometimes you get lifted by that guy. You got to make sure not only are you okay,
Jefferson,
but they're okay. Do you ever have an issue like that where it's like you go into a match and it just felt like I want to make sure this guy is okay no matter what?
It's Ty, answer that one.
Yeah. I think that's in every match. You want to go in whether you're it's Bryan and I tagging or as singles. You always want to make sure everybody goes in and comes out the same way. You want everybody going home at the end of the night safe.
Right.
Yeah, there was a saying, we all got to work Monday morning. So, and a lot of us all have families. Ty's got a daughter. I have one. Just recently been married. So, that wasn't an issue. But now, I have a legit family.
By the way, congratulations on that, Bryan.
Thank you. She's gorgeous. Have her smile. Hold on.
She's got to be a saint, though, to put up with your ass.
There is, the funny thing about that is I might have found the female version of me.
Okay.
So, yeah. There's a reason why we gel as well as we gel.
Yeah.
Right.
And,
go ahead. Sorry. No, I'm sorry.
For a guy that was against marriage for so many years, it didn't take long for me to ask this lady and do it. So
Well, you got a good woman though, man.
I appreciate it. I love her. And I have to
Most
say that or she'll rip my head off right now. She's sitting beside me.
And she's driving the car that you're in, so I mean, your life is in her hands.
Yeah, she's
Like
like
there was a
driving
post I put out the other day, and it's really not a lie. You can either be my last love or my first homicide. And I was like, that's my wife.
She's literally, I'm waiting for her to hear her say, "You say one bad thing about me, I will pull over and you can drive home." I'm driving so you can broadcast yourself.
Yeah, we're gonna go full remote at that point. But
so outside of the tag titles, we've heard obviously Tyler's accomplishments. What titles have you held, Bryan?
I think we'll start with my first one. The what was it? GAW, Great American Wrestling. I held their hardcore titles. I think I was a 5-time champion with that. 2-time, I believe, either 1 or 2-time tag team champion with Pro Wrestling Glory that just fired up. We were there at the first incarnation of it, which, I mean, I was with Tom Arson, and so we did that. And then what a 2-time PWA regional heavyweight champion. I was a heavyweight champion of a Rex Gill ran that fed. I think HHCW, that didn't last long.
Rex Gill.
I think I'm on my 3rd or 4th tag title run here with PWA.
Right.
So that's basically it. I mean, Ty actually has a longer list of titles than I have, but
well, I mean, like I said, the tag battle at PWA was incredible back in May. So you guys took down one of the biggest teams in the Illinois area with All Eyes on Us, and that was well deserved. That was an honorable battle, in my opinion.
Thank you.
So going into Wrestling for a Cure, we've seen obviously. I know you guys probably know who your opponents are. Don't spoil anything if you can't. You guys are defending the tag titles of Wrestling for a Cure.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we are. Yeah.
I don't know if that's been announced. I cannot make that announcement on here because I have to leave that for Wrestling for a Cure. We just promote them. But
sure.
Are you predicting that you're going to feature opponents? Do you think is it a rematch with somebody, or is it going to be something like, oh man, I don't know if we're going to walk away from this one?
I mean, we have full intention of walking in as champions and walking out as champions.
That's a champion mentality.
You know.
I think Bryan.
Oh yeah, I mean for sure. And at this point in time in my career, being a bigger guy, I'm fully ready just to run any over. Like they're mine. You can't help.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't think they've even announced it yet. I know it's like a month away.
I think they did, but I don't want to say nothing without permission from Tim or Jason. So
yeah, I don't want to say anything either, and that's the problem. Yeah. So yeah, I don't think they have. So what was it that decided Tyler to make? Where did you get the American Outlaw? The idea that you want to be like this Jesse James, Red Dead Redemption type wrestling character?
So I grew up idolizing the Cowboys, Stan Hansen, Dusty Rhodes, Blackjack Mulligan, Blackjack Lanzer. You know, I just grew up idolizing those guys, and I like the roughneck attitude. And I'm just like, I'm gonna create my own outlaw and be the American Outlaws.
Right. And then Bryan, you just kind of saw it and you were like, well, let's go ahead and do it. Let's make it the Last Outlaws then.
Yeah, I mean, it was, and in that modern day outlaw came from, we were talking in PWA. I'd always kind of been there. Everybody called me the rock star or heavy metal or whatever because I'd always played in a rock band. And I was like, they're like, you need a moniker. And I'm like, when I came back and I'm just like, I don't know. And the one dude goes, speaking of the Last Outlaws, it was Antoine Archie. Goes, dude, you're really like the last outlaw left. And I'm like, and then WWE, of course, with the Undertaker at that time was running that. So he was like, we were watching. I want to say we were watching Kerry Von Erich a story about Kerry Von Erich, and he goes, modern day warrior, and Archie goes, a modern day outlaw, and it stuck. And that's that. He goes, because I mean, I'm not a cowboy. There's not much about me that is a cowboy. I like wearing cowboy boots. You know, definitely playing a rock band. You know, and we play a lot of '80s stuff in that style, and I get with that, but definitely not a cowboy. You're gonna catch listening to country music or, you know, doing that kind of thing. That's definitely Tyler's gig more than mine. I am more of the motorcycle riding kind of outlaw, more than the definitely more than the cowboy style.
My Spotify playlist is 90% country music. So,
so you're the old traditional classic outlaw, and Bryan is the more modern day motorcycle riding outlaw.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes perfect sense. So it's like old tradition meets new tradition. I like that. So you guys, you mentioned some of your inspiration for wrestling. You know, obviously Tyler mentioned Dusty Rhodes. Bryan mentioned The Undertaker. What's some other inspirations for you guys?
A lot of people hate this guy, and I don't agree with a lot of things he's done, but I also grew up idolizing Hulk Hogan.
Oh, yeah.
I don't agree with a lot of things he's done, but he's arguably one of the greatest of all time.
He's a Babe Ruth of baseball, but he's very controversial.
He is very controversial, yes.
Yeah.
There was only two that did it for me, and I always said, especially when I was 230 and a lot smaller, if I could become half of this and half of that, I could be the best wrestler. And that was Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart. And they'll never be. Ooh. I mean, there's so much. There was a reason why I flew like a cruiserweight. Everybody used to laugh like you flew like Shawn Michaels and tried to wrestle like Bret Hart. And to this day, if you really watch, you'll see a lot of that still in me.
Yeah, and you've seen that a lot of those guys too. They put a lot of damage on. Like Hogan shrunk.
Yeah,
Hogan has had so many back surgeries. He's shrunk.
He doesn't even have a back anymore. It's all metal.
No, you know. And then Shawn looks like he hit 50 and just fossilized almost. But I guarantee you those guys could still do it. Bret still looks like Bret, just with gray hair.
Yeah, I mean, and like we were talking about injuries and stuff, and mine was kind of cutting out. Like, I mean, there's no different here. I mean, can't tell you how many times my left shoulder's been ripped out, tore the AC socket on it. I think a total of 25 ribs in my entire career. Right knee's been gone since I don't know, 22. That's plastic anytime we want to do it. I wound up hurting the left knee. So this last year, I've had my ass kicked more than any than I can remember. Lip got busted open in a tag match. I mean,
a couple times.
That lady hits so hard that you wake up and your clothes are out of style, and sometimes you can stick your tongue through your lip, and that's.
Oh!
Yeah, she is.
I don't know if we can zoom in, but you might be able to see the scar right there.
Yep.
I can see it. Yeah, hang on. Let me see what it a little more. Oh, God.
Yep.
I mean, hey, she busted my nose a month before that. She got the lip that time. There, and everybody's like, "Oh, he's tough. He went through that." No, like you guys really don't know. Like she was like, "Do we need to call an audible?" And I'm just like, "No, we're going. We got another 25 minutes left to do this. Let's just do it."
Yep.
And then Tyler, what injuries have you sustained in your career?
Definitely not as, knock on wood, not as many as Bryan. My first ever injury though was, so I started wrestling in 2010. My first ever injury wasn't until 2019. A guy went to swing a chair and it was supposed to hit me in the back, and he swung too high and got me in the back of the head. It left me. I still got a scar. It left me with a 6-inch deep gash. You can see my skull. It required 12 staples. I bled like a stuffed pig. It was cool because I ended up making an 8x10 and selling it. So, I mean, it looked cool, but it hurt like hell. And I got
it looked cool, but it hurt like hell. I mean,
At least it was on the back of your head.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Instead of like the lip, when they had to put my lip back together, it really sucked. I had to take the first 2 stitches with nothing because we didn't call a plastic surgeon, and I let the nurse practitioner at the hospital do it. And he's like, I just want to line it up. We put anything in it, it'll blow it up, and it may not line up just right. But
And this is why I say, you gotta respect the sport of wrestling because like you guys have shown with your injury with the chair shot or with Bryan's lip, one wrong move and it's gonna hurt. But people are passionate, and that's what I love about it.
And then a few years back, I was wrestling in Kansas, and this big guy went to suplex me, and he dropped me square on my head. And I cracked a slight vertebrae in my neck, which I didn't know about that. I drove 9.5 hours home by myself, excruciating pain, and I'm just like, I'll go to the chiropractor, get adjusted. He did X-rays. He's like, hey, you got a cracked vertebrae in your neck, right? Like, oh shit, I didn't know that.
God.
Yeah.
You're supposed to idolize Hulk Hogan, not get the same injuries as Hulk Hogan.
and then a few years after that, I tore my gastrocnemius muscle on my calf, which the gastrocnemius muscle is the muscle going from the back of your knee down to your ankle that holds everything together. And literally, that was a freak accident. I jumped into the ring and it popped.
Ooh.
I continued the match. I continued the match out of adrenaline, but I was so much pain.
And then after the match ended, the adrenaline wore off, and you're just like, "Oh, this is not good."
Yeah. I went to the ER that night.
Tell you a funny story about an injury, and it's the funniest one I've got. Decided had super, super longer hair than I even have now, and it was all one length. So I had the top up, and it was braided, and the bottom flew. So it was kind of like Michael's, but I did it kind of like the old school Triple H style where he braided it.
All right.
Well, I mean, this braid was, probably a good 12, 13 inches long on the top part. Well, I'm in a place called NGW, and we're in Peoria, and I'm fighting a dude on the outside of the ring, and I'm selling, and I'm really whipping the head as he's punching me. Somehow I whipped so hard that braid came from the back of my head, whacked me in the nose, and the next thing I know, blood's everywhere. I mean, it just completely splatted. I damn near broke my nose with my own damn braid.
Oh, my God.
And you can't do anything else but that point, but like, only me. Only me.
Oh, you guys are seriously committed to this. I would be at this point. I'd be like, yeah, I need a career change.
To me, I don't think it actually broke my nose, but it definitely busted it everywhere. It was, that's the funniest one. The rest of them, they all suck.
Well, I mean, you're getting injured. It's going to suck, but sometimes when you get injured, it is funny. I
forgot. Broken thumb, that sucked too.
Broken thumb.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, but this one really sucked. And it was kind of me and Derek Moss. So I'm dropping the Michael-style elbow off the top rope. And I've got my arm out, lining it up like Michael's. Well, Moss moved just a little bit, thinking I was coming in too hot. And I tried to overcorrect. And from, 10 feet in the air, I jammed my thumb right in the mat as we were coming down.
Oh!
That's the one I could tell you that sucked the most out of all of them.
Jesus Christ. You guys are seriously hardcore.
But, I mean, there's other guys that are way worse than that. I mean, those are...
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, you got the guys out there doing death matches. That's tough.
You see, and I don't get that. Like, I don't. I mean, I'm not saying it's not an art, so I don't want anybody to start canceling to me tomorrow in the deathmatch scene. But why?
What's a death match?
Well, they start using thumbtacks. They're putting themselves through. I mean, I've seen some of them. They're even like nail beds and what was the other? The light bulbs, fluorescent light bulbs are smashing over each other.
I've heard those are not fun to get smacked.
They got fire on shit. I'm not in. Like, I'm not making 7 figures. I'm not down.
So it's like old school 90s ECW.
Dude, it's crazier than that.
So it's literally like Paul Heyman would look at it and go, no. You're not setting yourselves on fire. Jesus.
Yeah.
Go look at some of the Terry Funk and Mick Foley stuff in Japan, where it was really really stupid. And it's times that by a little bit. I mean, even Moxley does it. Look at that shit Moxley did on that bed of nails. I mean, there is just, I don't know. I don't see any storytelling to that. I don't.
It's like at that point, it's like, what is the point? You're slamming somebody through a bed of nails that's on fire. It's like, dude, we get it. You're committed to the show, but this is too much. That's too much, in my opinion.
And I'm sure they go even worse. I mean, there's a kid out there doing it right now that I know, and I'm not going to mention any names. I mean, he's a very talented individual that doesn't have to do that to get over or, become famous or whatever, he's trying to do. He's a smaller gentleman, so he's trying to overcompensate for some of that. But I'm like, he's just too talented to be doing that. Because once you get stuck in that, and that's what everybody wants, and that becomes your calling card, it's a lot harder to get out of that. Because that's what you're going to get booked for and what people want.
Now I got to turn the volume down, this, but this is basically what you're talking about. Look at the you don't have ropes on the ring. You have barbed wire. You got barbed wire in the Jesus, and this is Mick Foley and this is Terry Funk. Yeah. Terry Funk's a legend, but this is what made him famous. But Jesus Christ, this is crazy.
Another match, I believe it was an ECW, Terry Funk versus Sabu. But Sabu, it was a barbed wire match.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I mean, you gimmick that. There's some gimmicks in that for sure. But, yeah, I mean, why?
There was one match I watched in ECW where Sabu literally ripped his muscle out of his arm and used duct tape to tape it together.
Oh.
Yeah.
And Sabu just passed away recently, like what, back in May, was it? Or
God rest his soul. He was
and everybody wonders why. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, you can only go like that for so long. The human body is only going to take so much.
Oh, yeah, and look at Mick Foley right now. Mick Foley, when he came to WWE, he was doing like the Hell in the Cell matches. He did the legendary Hell in the Cell match against The Undertaker. And he looks like hell right now. Terry Funk passed away, 2-3 years ago?
Yes.
I think so, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, guys. My wife's counting down the days till I retire. There's times I'm working my ankles and all sorts of stuff, just in the morning to get moving. Like, you don't do this for as long as some of us have done it and not pay a price for it. I mean, there's a reason why Jason Wells ain't out there doing it. It's not anymore. It's not because he doesn't love to do it anymore. It gets to a point where what you're giving up too much, and you're just, not being able to move and do things. And he's still got a teenage daughter.
Yeah.
It makes sense. You can only do so much.
Yeah, I mean, I have Sage on the show. Sage is the co-host, and he went through shoulder surgery about the time we started the show. And it's so extensive, his shoulder injury, it's like they're still working on it. It's still not 100%, but you see the physicality that these guys go through with something as simple as a body slam or complex, like fucking death matches, which I'm sorry, I'm giving you $1 million if you do a death match. You're going to need that in hospital bills alone.
Yeah. I'm not knocking anybody that does death matches. I respect. I mean, like Bryan said, it's a form of art. I respect them.
Right.
I'm not. It's not for me. It's just not for me.
No, I mean, there's absolutely nothing about that I want to do. I just don't.
Yeah.
I mean, not even at this. Too old for that stuff. I mean, I'll be 42 July 29th, so.
Right. I mean, if you want to do that kind of stuff, like, for example, a couple of years ago with Wrestling for a Cure, it was Douglas O'Shea versus Sage in a Dublin street match. That was intense, but you also had those plates that were underneath the ring that somebody got bashed with. I can't remember if it was Sage or if it was O'Shea, but it wasn't supposed to be there, and he got clobbered hardcore with that thing, and you saw it dazed him. Now imagine that was something like the fluorescent light bulbs or the something like that. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So where did you guys start training at? Where did you guys get your start at? Because I know there's wrestling schools out there. It's not something you can just pick up and say, hey, let's go. I want to do this. You guys got to start somewhere. You got to learn the ropes and everything. Where did you guys get your start at? Let's go with Tyler first.
Sure. So back in 2010, I started with Mustafa Ali, who everybody knows Mustafa Ali. It was at the Dreamwave Wrestling Academy in LaSalle, Illinois. I trained with him for 6 months, and then I kind of ventured off, and eventually I started training more with Tracy Smothers, God rest his soul, and I learned a lot from him. I learned 95% of what I know, though, from Mustafa Ali. I mean, that man is intense as they come. He would beat you down, and yeah, there was never a night that I left I wasn't sore. Yeah.
So you definitely got like almost like a basic training style teacher there. It sounds like he breaks you down, like you said.
Yeah.
And then Brian, what about you? Where'd you get your? Oh, I'm sorry, Tyler.
And he didn't care how big you was. I mean, Ali's not very big at all. He's like 5'7", 150 pounds soaking wet. But he'd break the biggest guy down.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what about you, Brian? Where'd you get your start at?
I started at 3CW here out of Springfield, which was a spinoff of New Midwest. Then I eventually got retrained because there was stuff that they did wrong by Rip Mystic and Guy Smith. So, I mean, I always claim the 3CW thing, but I'm always, if anybody wants to talk about what dude or I'm a Rip Mystic Guy Smith guy. So I was trained through all those, and then basically just wandered out and got involved in pinfall and got that thing rolling. But that's where I come from.
Okay. Rip Mystic. Now, is he still wrestle these days, or is he basically?
No, he's done. He's got the itch. You never know, but I wouldn't hold my breath. But I mean, I would never say no because I don't want to speak for him either.
Right. And I noticed that with guys like Will Hyde too, Jason Wells. When you say you're done, you're not really done because it's like you said, you get that itch to go back.
I'm 100% sure, guys. When I say it's over, it's done. I don't want to be that guy. I want to.
I can't speak for Wells, but I think if he came back full time, I think his wife would kick his ass.
I would almost willing to bet money on that.
Did you guys watch the what was it? It's the wrestling. It was the Dusty Cameron Battle. I'm having a brain fart here. Dusty Cameron Memorial Battle Royal from it was the one I was in where I got bitch slapped by a Twisted Tea from Sage. He came in and actually got into the match. And if you look over at Jason Wells' wife, if laser beams could be projected from someone's eyes, that was the moment. Just the look. She's like,
I remember that too. I remember that.
She was waiting any minute, like, Jason, don't you know?
Yep.
And then sure enough, as soon as the match ended, you look over and you see the look on her face. She's like,
yeah.
And of course, my fiance, when I got bitch slapped with a Twisted Tea, she's like, do it again.
That would be my wife when I finally say it's over.
Actually, there was someone in here, Tyler, that said they wanted us to bitch slap you with a.
Yeah, it was Fat 420. He used to be a co-host on the show, but
what's the bitch slap me?
No,
they wanted to bitch slap Tyler.
Yeah,
don't bitch slap Tyler. We like Ty.
There's Vince. He's like, do it again. Do it. Oh hell, for the right chair, for the right donation, wrestle for a cure. Yeah, I'll take a Twisted Tea to the skull. I say that now, and I realize that's going to come back and bite me in the ass.
I took a bitch slap at a PWA show. We're in the locker, and all I hear is Jason Wells come up to me and go, "Sir, hey, how cool are you?" And he goes, "We got a big donation for Wrestling for a Cure. Would you mind taking whatever?" I says, "Is it gonna hurt?" "Oh, it's me." No, and then next thing, he didn't say what it was. He just yelled out there across to somebody and goes, "He's good." And then I just got bitch slapped right there as they were filming. I was like, "What in the fuck?"
And we were doing a fire sale that night. I will not name who did it, who made the donation.
Hey, I'm perfectly fine with it. He told me about it. I thought how he did it was hysterical.
I gotta see. I know we have that video. He sent it to me. It's somewhere. Oh gosh, Facebook Messenger is such a pain in the ass. That was like what, back in November, December?
Yeah, I was somewhere in there.
Yeah, it was somewhere, and it's gonna take a while. But
He told me it was a good donation, so I'm like, all right, as long as we,
he made that comment. He ended up like bitch slapping like 3 or 4 people. He hit a referee at one point. I forget who else he hit, but as soon as that one came in, I was like, oh my God, someone actually donated. He's following through with it. And then it shows him turning you around. You're just like, huh? And then bam, I'm like, oh my God. They didn't even warn him or nothing.
I'm like, damn it. We're speaking of injuries, going back to that while he's looking. You know the funniest injury I've ever seen in professional wrestling?
What's that?
It was a PWA women's title match. They had a ref bump. Referee Jeff Grace, or Demon Voice, or whatever, Demon Ear. I mean, we don't even know what the fuck that even is, but it's his world. Let him live in it. Comes to make this dying save in here to, make the 1, 2, 3 from a full run, dives in the ring, doesn't make it, and crotches himself on the apron.
Oh
I
my
have not laughed
God.
so hard in my entire effing life. And the best part of it is I'm talking to Jessie afterwards, and she's like, dude, I know you're hurt, but you got to make the fucking pin. Suck it up.
Oh my God.
Nice.
Oh,
It was like Titus when he came running and went underneath the ring, except this dude just came in and racked himself on the fucking apron. I'm like, I have never seen anything so funny in my entire fucking life.
he ran in.
Full speed, goes to dive underneath the bottom rope and came in a little too low and jeweled himself. It was great.
And he walked away from it.
We don't know. He waddled away, but he did something.
He's not having kids anymore.
That could be a blessing.
His kids felt that. Oh gosh, it's buried under. We said so much stuff in the podcast chat. It's like
I'll have to go through some of have our guy go through the archives, and if we can find that, because I'd send that to you, because it was just so damn funny. Like, because it wasn't like he just racked his jewels and slid all the way in the ring. Like, he racked his jewels and came to a complete stop.
Wow.
And like was just hanging there. And I'm like, that has got to be the funniest damn thing I've ever seen.
That wasn't too long ago. That wasn't too long ago, though. Was it about a year ago or something?
Yeah, maybe a year ago. Maybe a year ago.
And meanwhile, everybody, the match is going on. They see this happen. And I'm pretty sure they're like, what do we do? Do we just keep going? Or give him a minute. Give him a minute. Dude, I'm jotting that down. Oh, thanks, Kermit. Thanks.
It was great.
Yeah, I had to message Jason see if he's got it. And
Jason
don't know.
may not have it, but I'm pretty sure Andrew would have it. He'd be probably the guy Jason needs to get a hold of.
Oh, I was talking about the video of when you got smacked for a Wrestling for a Cure challenge, because it's out of nowhere. And like I said,
he briefly talked to me earlier and goes, "Hey, I got this deal. Are you good to do whatever?" Yeah, sure. Why not? And then we're, getting ready to walk out through the gorilla, and I get whacked.
Hey, what's up, Klug?
Hey, what's up, Klug?
Not much. Just hanging around.
Just figured you'd jump in.
Well, I was just going to sit backstage. You're the one that brought me up.
Oh, well, I'll move you backstage, and here you go. I love Klugy, but it's fine.
That was a bitch I learned moment.
I would. No. I like Klugy. I do. So. Oh, God. Wait. Okay, so I've asked everybody this. I've asked all the wrestlers I brought on this. Every wrestler has one. And it's always interesting when you figure out what it is. Dream match, like your perfect match, one that you would say could be the one where you hang it up. What would be your guys' like? Not okay. Let's take that out of the equation. Not one where you guys are gonna say this is where I hang it up. This is where I no. This is just the one match you want to have. And let's go with Bryan on this one.
Grand Wrestling Spectacle main event, Guy Smith.
Grand Wrestling Spectacle main event, Guy Smith. Why Guy Smith?
That's the measuring stick. I don't care who you are. I don't care who's come before. I've trained with this guy. I have watched this guy. There's not one single guy in this. I say it all the time after I had the double bypass that I might have been the only one that would ever fight his way to come back, except one guy. And it is Guy Smith. He would have had that. I still measure people that come up in the business now compared to him. Just that's the measuring stick. And at least for me, it always will be that. So if it's that, it's Grand Wrestling Spectacle, strap on the line, Guy Smith. And I could probably go, if it turned out the way I wanted it to, I could probably go home on that and walk away.
And Tyler, what about you?
Honestly, the Wild Man Beast.
The Wild Man Beast. Who's that?
So he, I know Brian knows him. Tim and Jason knows. So
I beat him for the HHCW title.
He's been one of my best friends for years. He's old now. He's well retired, but he's mentored me. He's been my roommate at times. We've traveled many miles together. I have wrestled him in the past. I've teamed with him, and just one more time. Hey, shut up. One more time. One more time.
One more time. Would you say that's probably also the one where you would say that's probably where you would hang it up at?
I'm going to die in the wrestling ring, so I don't know if I'm going to hang it up. So, I mean, I will probably die in a wrestling ring. I mean, I'm
not planning on that. There's life after wrestling.
I get that, but I mean, I love this business, and I'm passionate about this business, and I'm either going to die in the ring or I'm just going to go until I physically can't go no more.
Yeah, wow. I'm the opposite. I want to walk away while they're still happy I'm there.
One of you's like, no, there's life after it, and Tyler's like, no, I want to die in the ring.
Well, Tyler's only 15 years in. Come talk to me another 7 to 10.
Fair.
Well, we'll have this interview like 7 to 10 years from now, and Bryan will be like, so how passionate are you? Tyler's either going to be like,
10, 15 years, got to be over. Hey, Sonny, how you doing? Are you still in it? That'll probably be me. No.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
So what would you say, what would you guys say would be, so far in your careers, your best match you've ever had? The one you sit there and you say, damn, I did good on that one.
Probably mine. I'm going to have to go back to the 2014 match of the year. I had some great matches with Derek Moss. Don't let nobody kid you. And they came very close. But probably still for me, the submission match with Blake Steele, where I won my first PWA regional championship, was probably that match is still just hard to beat. I was still in really good shape. It was right, a year before the heart attack almost. And I was, still moving really, really well and could do just about anything I wanted to do.
And that was for the regional title?
Yes, that was before it was considered the regional, the heavyweight title and the regional. So that was our mid-tier title at that time. So I've never held it when it was the heavyweight championship.
Okay, hang on.
That's always one title that's eluded me.
All right, hang on 1 second. 1 second. Hey, Kluge, if I have the clip of when he faced Blake Steele for the title, can I play a little bit of that?
I don't have any objection.
I just wanted to make sure. Well, you're one of the main people at.
Yeah, so is Bryan.
Bryan, do I have your blessing to play the clip?
Anytime you want to play it, buddy.
All right, I'll bring that up. And while I'm bringing that, well, actually, I got it right here. I think I just found it. This might be it. Let's see.
Time frame looks about right.
Holy hair.
Holy body! Look at that stud.
I know.
And then you got Billy Alexander in there too. Look at that.
He doesn't age at all.
No,
Billy
he
Alexander.
does not. He does
No.
not. You know, I'm pretty sure my co-host Tim has to be related to him some way. I don't know why.
I think they might be. You ever heard of twins getting separated at birth? I think that might be. Yeah.
Somehow. So
Yeah.
let's fast forward
I
a little bit
think
here.
that's my little brother ring announcing, which is funny.
Let's see. Let's go back to. You can't really see because the rope's in the way.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that could be my little brother ring announcing. I don't remember he ever doing it, but I guess maybe he did. Well, I mean, that looks just like David or Casper.
Well, there he's walking right close to the
That
ring.
is my little brother. That is my brother all day long.
Dude. Senior ref. Oh, that's senior ref Timothy Gibbons. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Yeah, that's when we were still in JCs.
wow. So this was many moons ago.
He still walks
classic-
the same. He still walks the same.
Yeah, it's David, he says. Dude, look at that mane you have. Jeez, I cannot grow my hair that long. It drives me nuts.
I mean, I've just had it most of my life.
Now, for those wondering, Bryan is in the red and the black, and I'm going to take it that Blake Steele is there in the black trunks.
Yeah.
Okay. Dude, he's pretty jacked, honestly. And then this is the ring announcer here walking around the title. Here, you guys want to fast forward through this a little bit?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Let's get to the part towards the end. Uh-oh.
Here comes the Michaels in me.
Yeah, I saw this at Grand Spectacle, and I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Oof. Mom yelling in the background.
That is definitely my mom yelling in the background.
Oh, sharpshooter? No.
Yeah, I mean, me and Blake always seem to have amazing chemistry every time we touch. I mean, even the last time we touched, I mean, it was just Blake Steele works. I mean, and he's a recent PWA Hall of Famer. I mean, he's
Uh-huh.
a lot of people can say what they want about Blake, or he's this or he's that, and I won't argue that. That's your opinion. I have a special relationship with him as far as just because of these matches.
So these matches, obviously, when you guys do matches like this, you guys form like this
Yeah, I mean,
bond and, you know, friendship and all that stuff.
you don't forget who put you over.
Right. Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about. It's like, I couldn't do that. I could not. No, you'd hear my back just screaming bloody hell.
And, you know, that was his big submission hold at the time.
Now, what hold is he putting you in here?
It was like a guillotine choke, kind of.
Okay. And then here he's getting on the rope. Oh, nice catch. Nice catch. And there's the Bret Hart.
Oh, I mean, you can just see those two.
There's the Shawn Michaels. Yep, you can see it a lot in how you wrestle.
There's a super kick. Yep.
Yeah, that's a hell of a super kick. Well, third time's a charm. Oh, there you go.
Yep, he's out. Done.
Tim's like, nope. You gotta stop.
Nope.
You gotta stop. And that's how you won the regional title.
Yeah. That was probably maybe 5 months before my heart attack.
That was 5 months before your heart attack.
Yeah. So I was 100% collapsed or blocked. Obviously it's blocked, but it was collapsed too. So I probably wasn't operating fully. I remember when I started realizing I was getting tired during matches.
Ah. Okay. And Vince says he found the video where JC Grace Lobo. Vince, can you send that to me, please? All right. Now we got to move on to the cowboy himself. Tyler, what's he got? What's your best match you've ever had?
I sent you a match. It's actually against a guy that I wish more people knew about. His name is the astonishing Austin Mutalo. Him and I had a Texas. It wasn't a bull rope match. It was a strap match in Missouri. It was a night that I lost my United States title. But him and I literally beat the hell out of each other. He is a 120-pound, 5'5" soaking wet kid. But he's been on WWE. He's been in AEW as extra. He's gonna go places, and that's definitely been my favorite match and probably one of the best matches I've ever had.
So this is actually like 2 years ago. This guy went on to go. He's been in like, what do you say, AEW and WWE?
Yeah. Yep, as an extra. Yeah. Okay. But he's had plenty of tryouts too.
And this is him right here.
Yeah. I'm the heel in this one.
While we're waiting, Pam wants to know if Bryan went to Tri-City School by chance.
Who?
One of our listeners, Pam Porter.
Yes, ma'am.
There you go. He did go.
I was there till I was 12 and then moved to Springfield. I know Pam very well. She lived down the road from me. Literally.
There you go. Pam's actually been a pretty good listener as of late. Love having good listeners like her. So this is a strap match. Let's get to the cowboy.
Man, I knew there was something funny about that guy. That's a horrible take in the strap joke.
I'm a super dick in this match too. Like, if you notice, Austin gave his flowers to his mother.
Uh-huh.
I ripped the flowers out of his hand and gave them to the ring announcer, who's Austin's girlfriend. She's still girlfriend.
I don't hear that very often. No, that's odd, actually, but I love it.
And if you really know Tyler, him being a dick is the exact opposite.
I have actually. Go ahead. Sorry.
There's a reason I call him Ty.
Yeah, I'm really not a bad guy.
I have actually seen you be a heel before in wrestling. The heel is where you're the bad guy, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
You actually do play a real good heel. You really can piss off the fans. That's pretty cool how he does that.
Yeah.
Maybe they're for Austin. Maybe he wants to make a truce.
Make a truce.
Or maybe not.
Oh, now how sweet is that?
Aww. You fucking devil, you.
I gotta say,
And the thing I like about how Tyler can be the heel is it's always like it's the easiest thing for him. It's also the most simple thing, but he makes it so good. He works it so well.
I basically told her, if you didn't hear, I'm like, after I beat your future ex-boyfriend, you can come home to me and work on my ranch with me.
All right, let's get to. All right, so here's a strap match. You're both connected to a strap.
No, with Tyler Bodine, it's running his mouth.
This guy has he's got some growing to do. Seriously, you're just towering above him.
He's still that size.
He's still.
Well, he does look past puberty. Not a lot of people sprout much after that.
and the weight advantage over Oscar
Pam says, I remember you getting in so much trouble by the bus driver to put you in the back with high schoolers, Brian.
Yeah, they always tried to. They put me in the back with the high schoolers, and they couldn't even tame me back then. So.
So now what is strap match? That's where you guys are connected, and that's all it is. It's just you guys are connected to a strap, and
Yeah, and we have to touch all four corners basically to win the match.
You know, if you were to explain this to somebody else that wasn't watching this right now, they would call every one of us perverts.
Yep.
oh, I just had a strap match with so-and-so. I knew you went that way, dude. What?
I had to touch all four corners. I mean, it just, yeah, no. It just
it's you have to literally watch it to explain it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you touch all four corners, and then you could also pin them. Is that also how you win?
Correct. Yeah.
Ooh.
And that hurts like hell. Getting hit by that. Yeah.
I bet that's leather on bare skin. That's like you're gonna have welts.
And also, we do want to thank all
You're
our sponsors
gonna.
today. O'Reilly Auto Parts, Snap-on Tools, Rent-A-Center, Ali's Mexican Restaurant, and the fine.
Let's see. Let's get further ahead here. Let's go about here.
Oh no!
Oh, he barely survived whatever that was.
I think I hit him with my finisher and he kicked out. So I'm all shocked he kicked out.
Well, we've seen Brian's finisher. We need to see what Tyler's finisher is. Let's see. If you do a leg drop, dude. If you do a Hulk Hogan style leg drop.
Come on, Ty, don't let him pull on that strap.
Oh, here we go. Oh, Austin staggering. Follow up with another big right hook.
Here it comes, I think. There it is.
Oh. You hear the thunk off his chest, too. That's a thunk.
Yeah.
If we're wrestling, no, that'd kill me. I'm done. Yeah, no, I wouldn't kick out. You'd be like, dude, you were supposed to kick out. I'm dead. So he kicked out of your finisher. Let's see.
And then he.
Oh, so now he's going to try to touch all four corners, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just touched Ty with a strap, that's for sure. That wasn't a very pleasurable spot for the strap.
I wouldn't think so, no. And there he got him.
Three. Oh my goodness, I don't believe it.
His big thing was his curb. He stopped me down, and then he basically stopped on the back of my head.
Oh, he's got the curb stomp as a finisher. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm upset that private practice lost, but I got.
And then he won the that's the United States title for you guys.
Yeah, he's still U.S. champion today.
Oh wow, that's 2 years ago.
Yeah, he's out a long time.
And he's on over
Before him, he now holds the longest, but I was previously the longest reigning U.S. champion.
What's up, Virgil? Damn, that's a long ass time.
Yeah.
Everybody say hello to my pit bull.
Hi, buddy. Where's my pit bull at? Come here, bub.
Yeah, I heard him earlier.
That would be known as Baby D or Big D. His name's Diesel.
You named your dog Diesel?
Well, I did. My mom actually did. It was, which is probably a better name because I was probably going to name him like Hunter or something, which wasn't any better. So,
And then Tyler, what's your dog's name there?
Fucking Mark.
What was
What'd he say?
Funky Mark.
Funky? Is his
No, I said
actual name?
fucking Mark. Get it right.
Oh,
Oh. Well, what's your dog?
He's only about 8 months old, or just over 8 months old.
Well, what's his name?
Ryder.
Ryder.
Yep.
Okay. I was gonna say I was waiting because Brian's got his name Diesel. It was either gonna be named Hunter. I'm like, oh, wrestling names. Okay, I get that. I was waiting for like Macho Man or something like that.
It was either going to be Hunter or Thor, and my mom was like, she bought it for me. She goes, no, he looks like Diesel. So I just called him, started to call him Baby or Big D, and everybody just started calling him Baby D. So it just kind of stuck.
You fucking marks. What's
No, we're not related. Besides, he'd
No.
be more successful if we are related because he's got tag titles there. I have nothing.
I don't want to claim that ugly mug.
Hi.
What's up,
Hi.
man? You're wearing the
Hi,
tag titles in the podcast? You fucking Mark.
Oh, that's well. He's interviewing the tag team champions. I figured I would represent. At least someone. One half of the tag team champions are representing. I mean, we were brought in because we're Wrestling for Cure tag team champions and PWA tag team champions to promote Wrestling for Cure. Hey, how are you doing, honey? So I mean,
You cheap bastard. It costs more for the titles.
Hey, I live in Illinois. I can't afford it. How much I got to charge to have him have the titles on this shit?
I'm just teasing. No, I got home late from work. They're in my bag still. That's the safest place for them so they don't get beat up.
Nick says, let's hear that cowbell, Bodine.
so yeah, Nick and I just had a strap match last week, and we beat the shit out of each other.
Speaking of cowbells, I'm not allowed to have his little one no more, but we can't tell that story on air.
I would love to tell that story without,
Knowing you, I can only imagine.
Just put it this way, my wife's hit it and we still don't know where it's at.
Well, gee,
I'm gonna hook him up. I'm gonna hook him up with another one because
you're going to give him another. If there's a reason he doesn't have a cowbell, you're going to go ahead and give him another one. What is wrong with you?
well, he has a spare.
You should show them the size of the cowbell. They'll get the joke.
Oh, I'm going to need to know this joke when we go off
Go
air.
get my
You said
merch
we-
bag.
you
No,
said
that's okay.
You said we can't say it on air, but I was like, now I got to know. What is this joke with the cowbell?
I got my girl going to grab my merch. So
She has definitely hid both cowbells, so I mean, I can't find either one of them.
I mean,
Once you see the cowbell and you put "get in the chopper," you'll get it.
Oh, I think I get it.
yeah.
I think
It's a funny couple joke. I mean, as a couple,
Yeah.
it's just something,
probably something we shouldn't broadcast on air.
It's like
with a little rope with a hoop on a rope that you can adjust.
yeah. See, and that way when it's time for dinner time, all he's gotta do is, honey, come here.
Get in the chopper. Sorry.
I should get one for Susan. So she'll break up me faster than fuck. But
I mean, if you met my wife, the look I got, and then when it was over, she just walked straight in the room and looked at me and just busted out. I'm like, I married the right one. I did the right thing.
I got you, Tyler. Next time I see you, you got one.
So, how long have you been married, Brian?
It'll be 3 months, 3 months, 29th.
Hey, congratulations.
Thank you.
Brian's got married. Tyler's got a new girlfriend. You guys are tag champs.
Yeah, life is good, man. Life is real good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hoogie's hanging in there too. He's, Tyler, we don't know about you much yet, but it's all right.
Oh, I don't even know about myself 90% of the time. It's like I'll do a show and I'll say something, and then 5 minutes later I'll realize, what the fuck did I just say? What? I'll do what for a donation?
We've wondered about him for some time now. So
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's like the goddamn apocalypse out there. You just can't say shit.
No, I got told the other night. I worked last night with the power kept going out and all that stuff. I should have called in. I called in today. I got told it wasn't last night. It was a few nights ago. I'm usually a nice guy, and I'm an idiot. I get I'm an idiot. My boss calls me and says, "So people are concerned about you." I'm like, why? What's up? They say you look intimidating and threatening, and you look hostile. Do you fucking know me? How am I intimidating and hostile?
You look like a buck 60, maybe?
I'm about 240 actually.
But you can't be taller than like 5'10", right?
I'm actually 6'2".
Okay, well, I don't judge a book by its cover.
By the way, I got this sent in to us, and they were saying, "Quote, please show this on air."
Is this Jeff Grace's cock and balls dying?
No, I don't think it's
Oh.
that. And Vince, I'm going to get to that video here in a minute. But Tyler, I feel your pain there.
Look at this.
What was that about?
Hey, I was just feeling my feminine side that day. That's all.
I better take this down. I don't want Skeletor to come in and be like, "Who's that?"
He just identified as Tylene that day. It's okay.
One question. Did you click your heels 3 times and say there's no place like home?
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, anything.
I got
for the kids,
asked to do that, and I had every intentions on it. But I had a gig with the band that night. But nobody told me it was in the morning.
Yeah, it's in the morning, bro. Yeah.
I'd have been there. They're like, "Can we count on you?" And I'm like, "Dude, I got a show that day." And they're like, with the band and playing music, and they're just like, I'm thinking, late afternoon, maybe early evening. But nobody told me it was in the morning, or I would have done it. I don't know where the hell we'd have found shoes to fit my 13.5-inch foot, but
So I found mine on Amazon. I wear a size 14, and a size 15 in women's is actually a size 14 in men's.
okay.
Wow.
Yeah. I didn't think they made women's shoes that big, but they do.
I think it's well. I mean, I wouldn't want to dress up in a dress, but it's like I'm the one that gets shot with paintball rounds, and I'm the one that gets shocked and hit with a kendo stick and wax and all that stuff. And there's Bryan just, there's no place like home. I'm like, something right here. I'm the one who goes through hell once a month on our show. You would know that.
Paintball sounds so much fun. I've never got to do it, and I've always wanted to.
You know what the funny thing too is? We did that fire sale. Like what was that, Kluge? May?
It was only a few weeks ago.
It was only a few weeks ago. Yeah, we did that fire sale, and I used to play paintball for fun. And literally, I sat there. First shot, I realized, how the fuck did I think this was fun? This sucks.
And you were even wearing padding.
Yeah, there's no protection for that. No, the paintball said, fuck that padding. My nipples were sensitive because Sage kept shooting me in the damn titty.
I'm sure your cornhole was too after you took that one in it.
I don't think these guys have ever seen that, but I might have to pull that up. But we do have this. Vince, apparently, we're talking earlier about a video where JC Grace low blowed himself. Vince,
he knocked his cock out of the park. Let's just call it straight.
Vince, you are not blocked, Virgil. Don't worry. Vince has found the video, and we have that. So I'm going to bring that up real quick.
I hope the video shows it as good as we saw it live.
All right, so here you got Raven Black, and you got Harley Fairfax. Here is the video. You see, of course, there's Vince right there. He says it's 12 minutes in, so I'm going to start it at like 15 seconds prior. Oh.
You can't see it, but he's dying.
Oh, he's grabbing.
You see it run in. You see it run in here. Watch.
Yeah, they don't see.
Oh, man.
No,
I mean, if you guys would have, because you could just see where he stopped. I mean, that was a full run.
You can see the ring move and you can hear a thunk. Hang on a second. Let me turn this up full blast. Listen to that thunk. Listen to it.
We didn't know he had anything that big enough to thump. I guarantee whatever he had's broken it after that.
Yeah.
You don't see him hit, but you hear the thunk. You see the ring just shake.
God, I saw it from a side view, and I was on that side and watched it, and we were all like,
And I'll tell you what the funny part, too, is you hear the audience go, oh, here, listen again. Listen to the audience.
if you get a reaction out of the crowd and you're a ref from something like that, you hit it pretty hard.
Yep. He was in pain too.
That might be the safest form of birth control for that kid, though.
I'm sorry, man. At this point, you see Raven. I know she just lost, but you can tell she's like, oh, you're hurting right now, aren't you?
You can see in her face.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I got to play it one more time because if I was ever to do wrestling, this would be me. Besides getting hit with a twisted T, this is how I would do wrestling. This would be my luck. Listen.
Gone. I guarantee he's playing with a broken bat right now.
Oh.
If the kid had more than 4 inches, it's been knocked down to 2 right now.
At least.
Nick says I still have a big bruise on my chest, Bodine. Thanks.
Oh yeah, I dropped the shit out of that boy.
God, I would pay to see the other angle. I would love to see that. I know the PWA guys, they have cameramen and you get the video photographers everywhere. It's like you can't tell me somebody had that perfect angle where it was like you saw him skip in.
Oh, there was no skip. It was a dead stop.
It was a train wreck. Yeah.
It was like he dropped the kickstand or something.
He dropped the kickstand. He broke it off. Oh, gosh. That hurt just watching. Jesus.
He definitely couldn't lift Tyler's bell anymore.
No.
And matter of fact, I might give him a bell so that way his girlfriend can find it. Because
we could call it rehabilitation. Rebelling around.
Absolutely.
Rehabilitation.
Rehabilitation.
Well, and even if he can't find it, he can just call the bell his ding-a-ling.
That works. After that, I'm sure the bell's longer.
Oh. I'm trying to look. Where is the paintball fire sale? Where did we do that at? It did not get taken down off of Facebook or YouTube. There's no damn way. Oh, here it is. All right. You guys talk about, you've always wanted to do paintball. This was my decision to do this, and this
It
was
was your idea.
That's the thing, too. It's always my idea. So we were getting ready to end the fire sale, and it was like we were $20 short from like what, 100 or something, or 150 or something like that. And I made the comment, well, if someone donates $20 right now, between now and the end of the show, I'll have Sage shoot me the cornhole.
Oh shit.
And lo and behold, my fiance pulls out literally $20 and gives it to Sage.
That's for that one time you asked for that special favor. She's just showing you what it felt like.
Yeah.
Yep.
And this is literally, hang on a second. I'm going to pull this up here.
Got shot in a damn cornhole. Oh my God.
Oh God, no. Like,
How did that feel?
well, I wasn't shitting right for a few days after that. That's for damn sure.
What'd you say about me?
I'm showing him about my fiance's like, I heard you. I'm showing
They say it doesn't hurt if you breathe.
him do I got shot with a paintball gun. When you donate $20 for me to get shot by the paintball gun. All right, here you say you want to do paintball, Brian. No. I'll tell you right now, don't ever do it with Sage.
Well, I'm sure not going to hang out in my cornhole to get shot.
All right.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, I missed. You missed that.
You missed that big a target?
Dude, I'm shaking over here because I'm laughing a little bit.
Look at you, smart ass.
Giving you shit.
Now wait for it.
Will you hurry up? You don't understand. I'm shaking over here. I'm laughing. Oh, I got that one ahead with the balls.
Right.
That was in the back.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
That was not the ass.
that was the small of the back, dude.
That was my fucking spinal.
Oh,
I thought you don't understand how bad I'm laughing over here.
Oh my gosh.
that's gonna suck.
So we got round 3. We got to do it again now.
Yeah, he's got to fire.
You didn't graze a cheek.
At this point, I got.
Can't like the tip. You.
Hey, you're definitely not offering anything but ass right now.
At this point, I was like, shoot my ass. I have a whole ass, not the back. Shoot my fucking ass.
Yeah, they got you whole all right.
Oh, yeah. Watch, because Sage gets it.
Cocky party's complete. They now came on his back.
That was like what, right on the spine, wasn't it?
You can shoot my ass. Oh, fuck. Oh, god damn it. Oh.
Do it. Oh!
Dead fucking center. Oh. Oh. Dude, if you were wearing boxers, it would have went right up your fucking hole. Oh, it's coming right in the asshole. Right, all right.
Look at Sage.
You get those back.
Look at Sage.
I got to buy. Remind me to buy Troy
Okay,
a beer
Sage,
for
that's
that.
redemption.
Oh,
Man, that was good.
For Sage, I'm sorry.
It sucked royally, dude. God.
Oh, I bet it did.
And then the worst part too is like he brought this like Tippmann Alpha Black, which is the one that's kind of shaped like the M4. That thing shoots a lot worse than a fucking regular paintball gun, and it shoots a lot more harder. So he ripped a hole in my good shirt, and then he shot me in the ass, and I wasn't feeling right after that. Bonus points for not crud off his face when he took a picture afterwards. People thought he got beat up. Yeah, people were pissed at us.
Oh, it looks like an Oompa Loompa blew up in your ass.
Yeah, so he took a shot on his back and in his ass.
Yeah. That was a hell
Just
of an
a
ass
typical
shot.
Saturday night.
Hope you got
Friday
a proper
night.
squeeze in at least.
Friday night, Kluge, goddamn it. Oh, God.
The whole new meaning of ass shot.
Say what?
It's a whole new meaning of back shot.
It's a whole new meaning of back shot. Yeah, no kidding. Oh, well, gentlemen, I got nothing else to talk about. Kluge, you got anything?
Nope.
I know you kind of joined us. I know you were probably on your other show we share custody with you with. And you decided, fuck it, I'm going to come over here and see how the boys are doing. So
He was just making sure I didn't say anything I wasn't supposed to. He could bleep out real quick.
we don't have a fucking bleeping thing.
Oh, hell, let's tell some jokes then.
All right, tell some jokes. Go ahead.
We will refrain from a few of them, but let's tell some music jokes, some rock band jokes.
All right.
What is the most commonly heard sound at a Styx concert?
I don't know what.
After the third song, all you can hear is nipple rings hit the floor.
Wow.
What has 9 arms and sucks?
I
Shut
knew
up,
you were going
Kluge.
to say that one. I just knew you were.
9 arms and socks.
Yes,
All right, what is it?
Def Leppard.
Fair.
He's been saying that one for years. That's why. I knew
What
it.
has 11 arms and still sucks?
What?
Motley Crue.
Oh.
So does people in that band only have one arm? Is there a member that only have one arm?
In Def Leppard, yes, but in Motley
The
Crue, they've
drummer
got
only has
11.
one arm. He lost
Yeah.
he lost his left arm in a car accident.
And he's actually phenomenal. It's just a funny joke.
Okay.
Wow. Tyler, you got anything?
I don't, man.
I got funnier ones, but I'm not getting canceled twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need our show getting canceled, so.
Oh.
All right, so your next wrestling event, I believe, is
Saturday in Ashland.
Yep. Saturday in Ashland. Yep.
Do I have? I know I've been working nights this week. I started nights last week. Do I have that card? That's for PWA.
Yep.
Yeah.
Uh,
Want me to share that with you?
Yeah, go ahead and send me that. 'Cause I got to add that. 'Cause we
Yeah.
always shout out Pinfall at the end of like every show.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, here I go. I got it. I just got it sent
Okay.
to me. So I'll just go ahead and save this real quick, and I'll upload this. Add background. Yeah, I forgot you guys did. You guys did the Virginia Slam and Barbecue.
2 weeks ago, yeah.
Yeah, and the last time I was there, I watched you guys last year. Dude, I'm sorry, Tyler. You could literally watch you sunburn.
He is an albino.
I am. Yeah. So I enjoyed that Virginia show, except for one thing.
Laying on that hot ass canvas.
They were out of not even that. They were out of barbecue after the show. Like I wanted some barbecue, and here my ass had to get it before the match. But I don't eat before a match because I don't want to shit my pants.
Ooh.
So they were out of barbecue, man. By the time the show was over, I was a little bummed.
Well, we just got this sent to us. This is cool. This is what you guys are doing in June 21st in Ashland. Check this out. You guys are going to be defending the titles
Yep.
against luscious Jimmy B and someone who's been on a bit of a roll lately, someone who's really getting up there, Yoder.
Whew.
That's going to be a hell of a match.
Yeah. Both those guys I've known a long time. I can't wait. To be honest with you, I can't wait to chop the hell out of Jimmy B.
I'm gonna pick him up by his nipple rings.
Yeah. Right.
I forgot he does
Yeah.
with nipple rings. Dude, you're living dangerously with that.
Yeah, I know a few guys that do, and I don't think I could ever do it because I'd be afraid they get ripped out, whether it's on purpose or accidental.
Yeah, no kidding. That I know.
I mean, Tyler won't even bring the tweezers to the ring. I mean,
No.
So you guys are taking on Jimmy B and Yoder on June 21st at Pinfall Wrestling's Meltdown.
Yep.
This is the next time, and then after that, you guys will be defending it at Wrestling.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you guys win
Yeah.
at
Well,
Meltdown, so
if we can get by Jimmy B and Yoder, yep.
yeah, because you guys got to get past Jimmy B and Yoder, and then the winner of that will go on to Wrestling for a Cure to defend the tag titles.
Correct. Yep.
Now, the tag titles at Wrestling for a Cure, when they're defended, whoever wins with this, is it going to be just a Wrestling for a Cure tag title? Pinfalls aren't on the line for that one, are they?
I have no idea. I mean,
I'm not sure.
nobody's ever said they were or they won't. I wouldn't have a problem necessarily with them being on the line. It's up to them. Usually, Wrestling for a Cure is mostly, wrestling for a cure and not necessarily one fed oriented or lean to one side. So, I mean, I don't have a problem with it, but that's all on them. They know all they've got to do is ask. So,
yeah. Yoder's been on a rise lately. I mean, and so is Jimmy B. They both really good opponents. So,
yeah. We've both been in the ring with both these guys before. They're very tough opponents, but at the end of the day, I think we're overcome them.
yeah, I'm not. I mean, I got the W at the Toga with over Yoder, and Jacksonville, I got the W with Yoder. I mean, that's a wily veteran. I mean, I just know, he's a younger guy. It keeps coming, and sometimes just got to be smart enough to sidestep that guy, And,
yeah, I know next time you guys are in Jacksonville, I got to have that day off to come watch you guys when you come here. Because last time you were in Jacksonville, I had to work and I got my dates mixed up. So it was like, shit, I got to miss this show. But for those of you wondering, that and several other matches will be. Oh, that is not what I wanted. I didn't want the background. I hate StreamYard sometimes. I need a new. I'm seriously looking at options, but I just had it. Where did it go? I literally just okay. I'll just do this because let's see.
You'd forget your head if it wasn't attached.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. And I host a podcast. It's crazy. It's crazy stuff. Well, that is at Meltdown. That's going to be June 21st in Ashland. So,
well, when you host when you're not busy guarding doors.
That too. I hate that joke that Sage started. It's so true. It's so true, but I seriously hate that joke, but it's true. Oh, and now I'm getting them in. All right. Well, that's going to be at, I'm just going to read it. That's going to be a Meltdown June 21st at 2:30 p.m. at the James Park in Ashland Summer Days Festival at 304 East Washington Street in Ashland, Illinois. This is a free event. However, when we say free, the card is always subject to change.
Yeah.
So make sure we don't like to actually say what's going to happen. Obviously, you guys have said you're going to be there. Obviously, you're defending the tag title, so pretty sure all four of you are going to be there. But the card is subject to change, so we usually don't announce the card until like right before the day of the event. So, and you can catch the last Outlaws, and they're going to be defending both the pinfall wrestling title and Wrestling for a Cure title against Jimmy B and Yoder. I'm actually going to want to go see that. I really am.
Come on out.
Yeah, you should be there, man.
I should. I've been trying. Why the hell? I hit the wrong button. I'm going to fire StreamYard. I need a producer. I was actually at Grand Wrestling Spectacle.
Fire yourself then.
All right, Clue, you're in charge now. Goodbye. I'll see y'all later.
Thank God we don't have a fucking Cardinals fan anymore.
No, he's back.
Kluge's a Cardinals fan too.
That was quick.
Man.
Did she feel it?
So is Ealey.
So Brian's out. He's outnumbered. Tyler, you're outnumbered.
That's all right. We're still in first place in our division and the National League. That's okay.
What do you think? Okay, honestly, real talk. What do you think?
Or what fan are you?
I'm a Cubs fan. Die hard.
Damn, you can see a super kick anytime. You never know when he get it.
Don't let the ball team ruin the freaking tag team.
It's gonna be like when the Rockers broke up.
That's a plate glass window. I ain't gonna be that mean.
I think aren't the Cardinals?
I think we're sucking fucking serious fucking balls right now, but
yeah, I think we're tied with the Brewers. I'm not sure. Let me look it up real quick. Hang on.
don't worry, the Cubs will blow it too.
Well, you're hitting that July season right around the 4th of July, and this is where things really go into overdrive with Major League Baseball. So everybody,
we're tied with the Brewers, 5.5 games behind the Cubs.
The Brewers.
That sucks a donkey.
It'd be horrible if it was the Pirates. I would seriously resign as a Cardinals fan.
Yeah, at least we're not the Pirates.
Yeah, at least we're
Yeah.
Cubs are up by 5 games. Let's see.
Yep.
Who is actually the worst one right now? I thought the Rockies are still the
The Rockies are, yeah.
The Rockies.
They're gonna be the White Sox of last year.
Dude, the
Well, the
Rockies.
White Sox are the only team that's almost as low as them.
Dude, the new Pope is a fan of the White Sox. And
White Sox have won 23, and the Rockies have won 17.
17.
Jeez.
Jesus. The Pope is a fan of the White Sox. And even with the backing of the Catholic Church, the White Sox are still playing horrible this year. It's like, come on. Not even God can help the White Sox. It's ridiculous.
Oh yeah, guess who the Cardinals are playing? White
Right.
Sox.
The White Sox. Oh, well, we'll get easy win, easy W, easy W.
Well, doubleheader. We already won the first game, so
Yeah. I don't know. We'll have to see how it happens after July 4th. That's when you always get that big push up. That's where so I'm being asked to show the other matches. So I will show the other matches that are. Here we go. I got Hollywood asked me to show the other matches real quick. So
I think he just sent them to you in the group chat.
yeah, he did. So here you go. This is gonna be an interesting one. These are another two guys I got to interview at some point. Jake Lander versus Robert Black for the pinfall heavyweight title. What do you guys think? What do you two vets think of this one?
Go ahead, Brian.
Lander's amazing. I should know. I helped train him. He's a great kid, great guy. Turned into a hell of a talent. I think Robert Black's seriously going to have his hands full.
You trained Jake Lander?
Started, yeah. When he started, I mean, there was a session of about 3 or 4 of us that had their hand into Jake Lander, and I was definitely in the beginner part of it. I definitely had my hand in that. So,
Jake Lander's real good, but so is a Robert Black.
Past that, yeah, guys, he was another guy that went to finishing school with Guy Smith. So, and when I say he's the measuring stick, look at the guys. We can just list them one right after another.
Yep. Right. Tyler, what about you? You got any input on this one?
I mean, my money's on Jake Lander, but I mean, Robert Black, I've known him a long time too. Him and I trained briefly together with Tracy Smothers. Both these guys are hella talented. This is definitely a match to watch for sure.
This will be, yeah. This will be. And then after that one, you got the Empire is making an open challenge with Jason Allen and Jackson Pride. Who do you think's going to accept the open challenge?
I have no idea. We made him eat grass 2 weeks ago, so
yeah, I'm surprised they're showing up.
Yeah, you had these guys. You fought these guys at Beardstown, wasn't it?
No, with Virginia.
Yeah,
Why did I say Virginia? Why did I say Virginia? Yeah. You guys had the Virginia, and now they're issuing an open challenge. So we'll see who gets to answer that one. So, and then after that, you got the Diamond, Marco Hendricks, and I'm going to butcher this name.
Shooter Silent.
Thank you. Versus the Thoroughbreds, Atlas Armstrong and Talon Grave.
Yep. I work a lot of shows in Missouri with both Shylin and the Thoroughbreds. I don't know much about Marco, but the Shylin and the Thoroughbreds, 3 very good upstart talent, and they're definitely going to put on a show Saturday for sure.
All right, and Brian, what about you?
I know Shylin. I'll be meeting the other 3 individuals for the first time. So
you know Shylin, but you do. Well,
I do not know any of the other 3. I mean, I still play Weekend Rockstar on top of that, and we play a lot more. So I don't get to pay attention at this part in my career to the indie scene as much as other people can. So, but I'll definitely be looking forward to watching it.
And then here's the funny part too: is I'll ask Kluge. Kluge, who do you think is going to win, and what's Kluge going to say?
I actually don't know the results on this card. So
you don't know the results on this one?
Yeah, I'm not involved with this card because
that's a first.
Something else going on that day.
That's a first. So that's going to be literally this weekend. So you got literally, there we go. June 21st, Pinfall Wrestling presents Meltdown. This is literally going to be an amazing event. You got the tag titles going to be on the line. Pinfall titles going to be on the line. And that is Saturday, June 21st at the Ashland Summer Days Festival at 304 East Washington Street, Ashland, Illinois. This is a free event, but like I said before we got into this, the card is very much subject to change. But the last Outlaws are going to be there defending their title. And I think we might have. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, I lost it. I'm actually going to have to get off here in a minute. I got to take the dogs outside and do a few things.
That's totally fine. I'm getting ready to end it anyway. So, I mean, gentlemen, it has been an. Let me get to the outro. That's not what I want. There we go. Gentlemen, it's been an absolute honor. Congratulations once again on a very successful tag title. Not just a victory, but also defense and a very successful legacy to both of you. Horns up. Horns up to both of you. So,
Flying since 1983.
yeah. Tyler, you got any last things to say before we get out of here?
No, I just want to, Tyler. I want to thank you for inviting both myself and Bryan on the podcast tonight. It was fun.
Sure. Thank you.
Absolutely. I gotta get more wrestling guys, so I figure start with 2 champs. Why not? And then Bryan, you got anything to say, buddy?
No, man, we're just happy to be out here, still happy to be doing this, and thanks for having us on. The exposure's great, and looking forward to seeing you at shows.
All right.
Maybe we can get some tips for Tyler to take chops at a wrestling show.
I don't know. That one time Sage chopped me, he about took my layer of skin and my rib cage and my chest out. So
I would gladly chop Tyler.
I think a lot of the wrestling guys would gladly chop Tyler.
I'll video it.
Maybe that should be a fire sale at some point. Who knows? Kluge, you got anything else to say?
No.
All right. Well, tomorrow night we will be broadcasting. I will be. I don't know if anybody else from the cast is going to be here with me. I'll be broadcasting live from the, if I can pull it up, because every time I close the screen out, StreamYard literally does this. I'll be broadcasting live for the JD McTaggart Home Run Derby, brought to you by Wrestling for a Cure, at the Don Bragg Sports Complex in Taylorville, Illinois. $20 is the entry fee. It all goes to benefit St. Jude's. Sign-ups start at 5 p.m. The launch time's at 6. I will be launching around 5:30, quarter till 6. To pre-register, call 217-561-6046 or 217-341-9232. 100% of the proceeds go to St. Jude's. That is the J.D. McTaggart Home Run Derby tomorrow at the Don Bragg Sports Complex. And once again, after that, this Saturday, Pinfall Wrestling's Meltdown from Ashland Summer Days Festival at 304 East Washington Street, Ashland, Illinois. This is a free event, but the card is subject to change, so keep your eyes on it. Maybe you'll see an event get added. Maybe an event will get dropped. We don't know. All we know is the last Outlaws are going to be there defending their titles. So, gentlemen, I wish you all the best of luck Saturday. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you, sir.
And hopefully I'll see you guys, if not sooner, at Wrestling for a Cure. So that's it for us. We'll be back tomorrow with another edition of the Best Damn Podcast. See you later, guys.
See ya.